Okay, I am presenting. Just double check. Can people see my screen?
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Okay, so for example, you're from Barangay Kiyot, and then am I pronouncing that right? And then you have, I think, about two other
Yes, sir.
people who's thank you for that, who studied the same barangay. So this one is a very good map by itself. But you can see it's not as like detailed over here. You can see this area over here is not all constructed. So maybe they can like define the borders better. So work with your group members and decide who will work on which area. So maybe if you're three, you can just divide it into commercial areas, residential areas, and institutional areas, and everything else you can like just paint it green for open areas. So you have like a more, what do you call this, accurate uh, description of what's actually going there. And then, um, what are you using, guys? Are you using Canva or that like photo editing program, or are you using? Let's do a quick count of who has AutoCAD because AutoCAD is really useful for this. Could you raise your hand if you have AutoCAD? Okay. Okay, that's a good number. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it counts for me. 12 have raised their hand. 12. So that's like a third of the class. So maybe, let me see here. 13. Okay. So let's check here. In the, wait, that's only a third of the class. That's not going to help. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that won't be such a good idea. Okay, lower all. Thank you for that. Maybe using AutoCAD is not because like only 12 people have it. So maybe not. Okay. Anyway, I would have wanted you guys to measure the area, but that might be difficult, especially if you're just using like photo editing software. And I don't want to assign people who are working from other barangays to another barangay, and it will just make everything more confusing. Anyway, so I have some comments over here. Oh wait, if this one doesn't have any comments. So for this, we have Barangay Kiyot. And then for the most part, the other ones should have comments. Okay, lacking descriptions, issue problems. So what I'm thinking for the midterms, we keep all of this data, maybe summarize it even more. And then in addition to your barangays, also include the kanang the map of the city where your barangay is located, or if you're working on a city, the map of the country where your city is located. So we have like a idea of where it is on the globe and what's its surrounding geography like. Don't worry, I'll make a sample output for this so you guys can follow it. But one thing, why I'm recording this is I'll just show you how almost always along the main highway, that's where the commercial areas are located and also the institutional areas. There are a couple questions over here. Hello, sir. For my barangay is Manila, sir, but in the Mandawi part, it's not in the table for the groups. Ah, okay. Yeah, exactly. This is Banilad for Cebu part. So this is specifically for city of Cebu. Oh wait, I got a Mandawi over here. Sorry. I must be so uh, lost. So let's see. Let's add Ferrer. Ferrer. Thank you for that. Let's see. Maria M. So there's 22 students over here. Manila, Mandawi. And I'll just copy paste it here. We can like clean that up later. Okay. So also notice that I have like an estimate of how big the residential areas are, how big the commercial areas are. I'm just like eyeballing it just to have like some sort of directory as to which areas have which land use is dominant in your specific barangays. And then going back to what I was saying, almost always that along the main road, or you can identify the main road if there are commercial areas around it. around that road. So this is General Santos. And notice this is the main city center or the central business district surrounded by commercial areas. And then in the periphery or in the um, edges of the city are the residential areas. Now let's go forward again. We're looking at Guadalupe, the same thing. For the most part, most of the commercial areas will follow the, what do you call this, main thoroughfares. And just like a quick reminder, keeping track of everyone who kanang participates in class. Let me see, AR3133. I'm just writing it down here so I don't lose it. Why do you think, this is free to anyone, why do you think the commercial areas follow the main roads? I'll give out, let's say, this is a
I
very
like to
easy
answer, sir.
question.
I easy.
Wait, let me write it down first. This will be 2 points for midterm. I still have like 5 points from the previous lecture I need to like tally. Okay, go ahead, kasi ganaan mo answer. Okay, I'll just go by alphabetical. I think, does this raise by who raised first? Anyway, Kiana got it first, so I'll write it down. Kiana Denise.
So that the spaces are mainly follow the road, sir, because it would be easily accessible for everyone.
Yes, accessibility is one very big issue, like a reason why they follow the main road. All right, thank you for that, Denise. I have written down your name. There were two more. You can answer again. I'm accepting a couple more. So Bella is here. Bella, go ahead.
Hi, sir. So, it's very similar to Kiana's, but to add to that, since these business or commercial spaces are more accessible, it means they are more profitable, and business owners would like to situate there, of course, to optimize like the amount of people that could enter their establishment and gain more profit and all of that, sir.
Very good, very good. That is very true. Nice. Okay, 2021. I'm just like writing down the date. And then we have Rona.
Yes, sir. So since the usually the business infrastructures are following the main thoroughfares, it would business wise it would expose their business to the public, and it will advertise more their business. Thus, they will gain more profit.
Okay, expose, yes, because you can't see it because it's the main road that people use. Another like interesting question, which you don't have to answer, is that I've been thinking about which comes first. Does the main thoroughfare come first or the commercial areas come first? I think for me, I think the main road comes first because it's very rare that somebody puts up a commercial building in the middle of nowhere without any roads to it. I think the infrastructure really comes first in this situation. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, someone raised their hand and dropped it down. So almost always, if you see here, always there, commercial areas, main road. And then one more example, commercial areas, main road. Okay. So for our midterms, I'm hoping to see like for those with groups, improve maps. For those without groups, no need to like add more maps. We can just like add like Google Map images to like make your presentations better. So no more, you don't need to draw again unless you want to. Anyway, that was our city or like zoning profile. And then with a sample like this, you can see how the barangay is also a what people would call a system, different elements working together. And then the goal of the barangay really is just um, in a general sense, growth, like growth in terms of economy, growth in terms of population, and just like growth in terms of the quality of life. So more people living together, they all want the same thing. How do we manage the land to provide their needs? So really, that's the challenge of urban planning. and regional development. And then to sort of help us break down these different elements, I'm going to talk about thinking in systems. So let me pause it here and I'll record another video. So instead of one big record,